So before I'd ever seen any of Red Pill Philosophy's stuff, I heard mostly negative things about the guy. That he was an asshole, that he was a misogynist, that he makes all MRAs and MGTOWs look bad, that he's a douche. And I gotta say, from what content of his I've seen, I don't agree. I think the guy's videos are pretty spot on. They're very edgy in tone. They're very direct and can be deliberately insulting, but that doesn't bother me at all. I think his content's mostly good. And then he started talking about Ronda Rousey. I'm an MMA fan. I have been for 10 years. I'm a big UFC fan. I watch every event that I can afford, what with the ridiculously overpriced pay-per-views. I watch it every time it's on Fox, every time it's on Fox Sports 1. I follow the fighters. I care about the sport. And then I see Ronda Rousey being talked about by Red Pill Philosophy. Oh, she's not feminine. Oh, she's a total bitch. Oh, she's a joke. Oh, she just deserved it when Holly Holm kicked her ass. Ronda Rousey's not feminine. A lot of his fans were saying things like, oh, Ronda Rousey's too muscular. She doesn't fit the classical definition of beauty or femininity. Ronda Rousey's not a real woman. Ronda Rousey's ugly. Let me tell you what I know about Ronda Rousey and about her fight against Holly Holm. Ronda Rousey is an Olympic-level judo practitioner. She's a high-level Brazilian jiu-jitsu black belt. She's a total grappling ace. She's very badass. I personally think she's pretty, but that has nothing to do with anything. I think Ronda Rousey's pretty cool. That being said, I think she's a little bit of a paper champion, or was, we should say, a paper champion. I think she was pretty protected by the UFC because she was a huge draw. But that wasn't really hard to do, to protect her so that she as champion could keep drawing in pay-per-view buys from layman's and fair-weather fans and casuals, like Red Pill Philosophy. That she was fed fighters who weren't really on her level. But since the UFC women's bantamweight division is still kind of young, I don't think there was really all that many UFC fighters who stood a fucking chance of taking Ronda Rousey's belt off her. And then she faced Holly Holm. Holly Holm is a massively decorated women's boxer who is also undefeated and a total stand-up striking goddess. Total monster. And Ronda Rousey talked a big game and went in there and tried to stand up with Holly Holm because she thought she had something to prove. People had been talking shit about Ronda Rousey's stand-up game for her entire UFC career. And she made a huge fucking mistake. And she fought Holly Holm and Holly Holm's strengths, and Holly Holm kicked her ass. But what is Red Pill Philosophy saying? What are his fans that I've talked to saying? Oh, Ronda Rousey's not very sportsmanlike. Ronda Rousey's a total bitch. Ronda Rousey's a classless tool. Ronda Rousey's an arrogant fraud. Ronda Rousey's not a good fighter. Ronda Rousey's not pretty. Ronda Rousey's not feminine. I don't even know where to fucking begin with that. Not 7 months ago, or may have been a little bit longer, Ronda Rousey fought a fighter named Beth Correira, or Correira. I don't know how to say it. It's Brazilian. Beth Correira. Beth Correira talked up a huge game because the UFC is a fight promotion. And the fighter's job isn't just to be a fighter, but it's to put asses in seats and to get pay-per-view buys. It's a fight promotion. They're selling you a story as well as a fight. And a lot of times, fighters will play up trash talk, whether it's real hatred or fake animosity, to drum up press. Ronda Rousey's no exception. And everybody's talking shit about Ronda Rousey because she was an arrogant twat, apparently, in the lead up to this fight. Well, not a few months ago, Beth Correira was saying absolutely horrible and a fucking atrocious and arrogant and posturing bullshit to Ronda Rousey, and everyone was so fucking glad. All the casuals were so fucking happy when Ronda Rousey beat her ass. Oh, Ronda Rousey gave that Beth Cohera what was coming to her. Oh, Beth Cohera just fucking earned all that shit with her mouth. Beth Cohera's a bitch. Ronda Rousey's the greatest. And here we are not even a year later. Ronda Rousey's a bitch. Holly Holm's the greatest. Ronda Rousey got exactly what she was coming to her. Y'all are fucking marks. It's a promotion. And what you're buying into is the fucking selling of the fight. But UFC is also a fucking sport. A lot of my favorite fighters throughout history, some of the greatest of all time, have been total fucking assholes on television. Anderson Silva, Tito Ortiz, Ken Shamrock, Chael Sonnen. Heck, even towards the end, John Jones was a douche. And that has nothing to do with them as fighters. And I'm trying to get told by casuals, as well as people like Red Pill Philosophy and what some of his fans I've talked to, trying to tell me that Ronda Rousey ain't shit. Fuck you. Fuck you. I've got their fans telling me, oh, look at how muscular Ronda Rousey is. Look at this picture of her with huge fucking bulging biceps. She's not feminine. Red Pill Philosophy. Have you seen Holly Holm? I think Ronda Rousey's kind of attractive, not my type. I think Holly Holm's kind of attractive, not my type. I think Ronda Rousey's clearly more subjectively attractive, at least as far as facial appearance, more so than Holly Holm. They are both very muscular women because they're fucking athletes and they're fucking fighters. You fucking mark. You buying into the hype train, same as all the other casuals, and now you're talking about Ronda Rousey because she's still such fucking clickbait. You're a tool. You're a fucking mark. You don't know shit about Ronda Rousey. You don't know shit about MMA. And you're jumping on the bandwagon. I can't say for certain if you just hate her for no fucking good reason because you're a fucking fool who doesn't know what you're talking about. Or you're making a calculated and fucking cynical play for views because it's not only popular to talk about Ronda Rousey, it is now, since she lost her title, popular to talk shit about Ronda Rousey. You pathetic fucking haters. I'm arguing with these fucking fools and I'm doing my damnedest not to say something that they want to hear. They want to hear me call them a misogynist. I'm sympathetic to MGTOW. I'm even sympathetic towards the more kind of combative and aggressive end of it with Red Pill. I'm fine with that edgy shit, okay? It's fine. And for the most part, I think the guy's channel's alright. For the most part, I think MGTOW philosophy's okay. I even get along, agree with it, and practice a little bit of it. I'm not really a MGTOW, I'm not really an MRA. I'm an egalitarian and I'm an anti-feminist. So I might as well be both. But I can't always fucking swallow the fucking bullshit. Because I'm not a sycophant. I'm not a fucking cultist. And I'm not a fucking mark, Red Pill. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Your fucking argument is lame. Your fans hate hard on for Ronda Rousey. Comes off very strongly like they are scapegoating all their insecurities about women onto her. Alright? That's the nicest way I can put it. I'm not a feminist. I'm not a MGTOW hater. I'm not one of those jackasses who misrepresent MRA or other associated philosophies and ideologies. Okay, I'm not. But this is bullshit. Your fans are fucking stupid on this one subject. And your videos on this subject are also fucking stupid. You're a mark. You're a tool, you're a cynical opportunist, and you should be ashamed of yourself. Thanks for watching, everybody.